Ghana's tag through the event, because the environment is not only being restored, but lives in more than 120,000 households spread across the county benefit. They no longer have to use the traditional three-stone fireplace, for example. Also, Kenya's forests are being restored. The United Nations estimates that Kenya loses 50,000 hectares of forest per year. Now, with forest cover under 3%, it is one of the least green countries in sub-Saharan Africa today. Without such initiatives, each household consumes an average of 13 kilograms of wood per day, with local women spending long hours collecting firewood.
In the past, when using the three-stone fireplace, we would inhale a lot of smoke, leaving us vulnerable to respiratory infections. So I stopped using the old three-stone fireplace once I realized how good this one is.
The program that we are involved in has achieved the maximum claimable carbon credit, which is 86%. The technical term is called an FNRB. Now, our stove can claim a lot more carbon than what we are able to claim right now, but because the Kenya government has not signed up to the FNRB that allows an over 90% claim, we have been advising specific individuals within government to pursue the registration of a higher level FNRB.
The beneficiaries are given 1 fruit tree seedling, 1 hardwood seedling, and 1 softwood seedling. They plant the trees and replace what they cut down while using up to 58% less wood with the new stoves. The stoves are also built in Meru, contributing to the local area's economy. Alexandria Majala, Embu, Kenya.
You're watching Africa Live. Let's take a short break. Here's what's still ahead on the program. Thousands celebrate handicrafts festivals in Tunisia, Tunisia's traditional dress.
The greatest journeys, the greatest sights, the greatest adventures.
Here in Qanater, this weir allows the locals to walk on water.
We're far more than just TV news. We're your passport to the wonders of Africa.
To bring you stories of struggle, survival and hope.
So let's explore. CGTN. See the difference.
Africa Live. Find your voice.
Let's start in Tunisia now. The capital city, Tunis, has hosted festivities for National Handicrafts Day. Citizens descended on the old town dressed in traditional clothing. They chanted and danced in celebration of the country's cultural heritage. The event has boosted handicraft sales and attracted thousands of tourists.
Tunisian women, men and children have worn traditional attire from 24 regions across the country to celebrate the National Handicrafts Day, which is also known as Kharja.
This is an exceptional day. Tunisians from all walks of life have gathered in downtown Tunis wearing their best traditional attire. Tunisians live in a modern society, but they are still attached to their traditions.
Sefseri is a traditional veil covering the whole body. It is worn by women in Tunisia. Some young designers have modernized the clothing using new materials and colors. Designers are also training a group of handicapped youths and teaching them the art of Sefseri making.
Young women no longer wear beautiful pieces of clothing such as this. Now we are transmitting the know-how and the skills to hundreds of young men and women who will perpetuate the tradition and earn a decent living.
Souad Abderrahim is the first mayor in the history of the capital city Tunis. She celebrated the traditional dress day with thousands of citizens. In 2018, Tunisia exported about $250 million in handicrafts. The government aims to increase the volume of exports in 2019.
The municipality of Tunis has provided logistical support to civil society and guaranteed the success of this national celebration. Handicrafts are a vital sector in Tunisia. The state gives privileges to craftspeople and encourages export of handmade products.
The national celebrations have revived tourism activity in the capital city Tunis. Tunisians and foreign tourists attended musical performances held by various traditional musical bands such as the Sulamiya, Al-Isawiya and Al-Hadra. In addition, the display of old cars attracted more than 5,000 visitors.
The sector of handicrafts employs tens of thousands of Tunisian professionals. The revival of this vital activity has boosted the economy in many inner regions, where craftsmen depend on traditional dress day and international exhibitions to sell their handmade products. Aden Shawishi, CGTN, Tunis.
The Senegalese dance school École des Sables, or the School of Sands, is one of the most prestigious and unique dance institutions in Africa. The school fuses traditional and contemporary African moves, and it attracts students from around the world. CGTN's Wilkista Nyabwa has more.
It's known as L'École des Sables, the dancing school built in the sands of Senegal, which brings together dancers from every continent to share and fuse their cultures and dances.
5, 6, 7, and 4. Let's go.
This dance floor is a place for expression. Every movement says something. Through dance, the students share their stories and histories, bridging a gap that words just can't fill. This is the vision Jermaine Akonyi had when she founded the school over 20 years ago. After living in Europe for a few years, Jermaine and her husband Helmut decided to return to her home country, Senegal, to share their love of dance with African students.
There was nothing else in Africa a place which offered the dancers, the young dancers, a professional education. And it's clear, if you want to become good, if you want to make a career, if you want to reach some excellency, you have to have an education.
We decided to have this village, an African dancer from Francophone, Anglophone and Lusophone meet here, and you know also all continents, they come here to meet, to share. And the goal is to give the most level education of the African dancer.
They didn't have much money, so the dancers danced in the sand. That's how the school got its name. But things have since changed. There's a modern dance studio now, and dancers from other continents are eager to visit the school too. They want to learn from Jermaine, who is widely acknowledged as a grande dame of contemporary African dance. She created the techniques used today. For the next month, these students from the Netherlands will participate in a 4-week exchange program at the school in Senegal.
And they want us to feel other cultures, so that's why we are here to come out of the Amsterdam bubble.
The things will give me more energy, more things to continue to dance. It's because they're here, Senegalese people and the Ministry of the Culture push someone.
The selection process for new students is rigorous. Applicants must know their traditional dances well before they can learn the new dance forms.
So when these dancers from other continents come here, they discover what are the values, the power, the strengths, the energy, the variety, incredible variety of African dances.
Watching the students mingle and dance, 74-year-old Jermaine is content. Through dance, she has passed her message of unity, and now a new generation is following in her footsteps. Wilkisanyabo, CGTN in Senegal.
Let's take a short break. Your sports news up next. Coming up, CAF pairs the remaining 8 clubs across the continent in both the Champions